Hello, my name is Frederik Gierschner, and today I am going to present you the Xintegrate Cast Iron Management Tool. Followed by a short introduction into the idea behind the Cast Iron Management Tool, I will show you the tool itself and its features in a live demonstration. For more information about IBM WebSphere Cast Iron, watch our other videos or send us an email to info@x-integrate.com. Each cast iron virtual appliance instance provides two user interfaces. The first one is the web management console and the second one is the command line interface. Projects can be published directly to the appliance from the Cast Iron Studio, which means that each cast iron appliance has its own project repository and different project versions are stored on the virtual appliance instead of a version management system. Now, imagine you have a lot of projects and for each project a lot of versions. In this example, searching and version management would be very difficult. Another problem is that the command line interface does not support scripting. Let's start with the Cast Iron Management Tool itself. We already implemented 7 commands which can be organized in 3 groups. The first group manages commands to publish, backup, restore a predecessor, or delete all projects. The second group is for monitoring all projects, and the last group can be used to change and view the configuration properties. For example, the configuration properties of a project can be changed with the help of a key value XML file to move from development to production. There are 2 possibilities to run the application. One of the possibilities is to start the application as a command line tool. The command line tool can be used for scripting. The second possibility is the graphical user interface. All in all, the concept is to configure the connection one time and run commands which use this config multiple times. For example, you have to execute 2 commands against the same appliance. You only have to specify the connection details for the appliance once. Now you can use this appliance configuration to execute both commands. The 2 possibilities to run the application are based on the same core. That means whether you use the command line or the graphical user interface, the executed commands are the same. We use the management API, which is part of each cast iron appliance. This is the Cast Iron Management Tool. At first, we have to create a new appliance configuration. To do this, we must click on New, Edit Appliance. Now we have to specify a name for the configuration we will create. After confirming the name, all appliance fields will become editable. We see that the IP, username and a password is needed to connect to the appliance. When the appliance config is finished, we can start with the database config. A database is needed to save the published cast iron projects. It is our version management system. We again have to insert the connection details. The database we use is a MySQL database which can be addressed at the IP 10.0.0.195 and the port 3306. The name of the database is cast_iron. By clicking on Save Configs, both configs are saved and the database config is connected to the appliance config. We will also return to the main window from which we started. This is the web management console. As you can see, there are 2 projects located on the appliance. Back in the Cast Iron Management Tool, we can choose the configuration we just created and display all projects. The 2 projects, their version, the configurations and the status of each configuration are displayed. Let's publish a project. We will use a project which I exported from the Cast Iron Studio before. Because I did not insert a version, the project will be published with the version 1.0. Now we can test if the project is displayed when I again execute the first command. There it is. Next, I would like to see the configuration properties of the project we just published. Here, all configuration properties are displayed. For example, the DB2 port is 60,000. Imagine we want to move from development to production. Now we only have to create a key value XML file with the new configuration properties and execute the change configuration properties command against the right configuration. Now we will go on with the command line interface. Remember, all commands are available to the graphical user interface and the command line interface. Let's see if the configuration properties were inserted correctly by again executing the show configuration properties command. For example, the DB2 port changed from 60,000 to 55,000. And now another use case. The version 1.3 of the project called test project has a bug. We have to delete the version 1.3 from the appliance and redeploy the predecessor, which is located in the database. So we have to execute the rollback published project command. Here you see that version 1.3 was deleted successfully and the version 1.2 was deployed and started. At least we will delete all projects from the appliance. Now there are no projects to be displayed. When we now open the Web Management Console again, there are no projects. Thank you for watching this video. Please feel free to watch our other videos or visit us at x-integrate.com.